Hey guys, it's Jocelyn and welcome back to my channel. Now, if you can recall, I said in my weight loss journey video that I am sick of eating eggs all the time. So today's video is going to be a recipe of how to make keto meatballs with zucchini noodles. So the first thing I did was dice up less than 1/4 of an onion, and I'm going to be using ground turkey because it's better for you and it's healthier, leaner. Then I added it into a pan. Next, I had to put on some gloves because I don't like to touch raw meat with my bare hands. Next, you're going to be adding all your seasonings. So I put onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, black pepper, and Himalayan salt. Also, I added 1 egg. And then meatballs usually call for breadcrumbs, so I used a few pork rinds instead and crushed them and added it into my mix. And then I just mixed it all together, make sure that everything is well incorporated. Now I'm just going to form the meatballs. And the mix, see, I used half of the tube or roll, whatever it's called, of turkey, and it made me 8 meatballs. Now we're going to bake the meatballs in what is called a halogen oven, and it's such a great appliance because if you're like me and you have your oven as a miniature storage unit, then you know that it's such a hassle to have to take out everything just to cook a small meal. And I was only cooking for myself in this video, so this is perfect. It also uses less electricity. I will leave a link for it below. It works the same, it works just as well, and sometimes I feel like it cooks even faster. And it comes with several things like a small pan that fits in there, trays. I'm using a bottom-based tray, but it comes with another one so that you can make 2 levels. It also gives you cooking suggestion times for different types of meat. So you have to set the temperature. So I'm putting it on 350, and then I'm putting on a timer for around 15 minutes, and then I'm going to check them. And you have to make sure that the handle clicks in place, and that means it turns on. Now we're moving on to our sauce. So I have this Hunt's tomato sauce, and I'm using it because for 1/4 cup, it's only 2 net carbs. I had less than half a cup because I used the rest of the can for a different recipe. So I added that, then I put some water, and then I added my seasonings, which salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning. Basically, I used the same ingredients I used for the meatballs. Give it a little stir and let it heat up on the stove, and that's what it looks like. So the smart person that I am forgot to press record when I was spiralizing the zucchini. So here it is, already spiralized. I used this spiralizer, and I will leave a link for this as well down below. And all we're going to do is get a small pan, put a little bit of olive oil, make sure it covers the surface of the pan, and then we're going to add our zucchini noodles. Now, zucchini does have a lot of water, so you don't want to overcook it, or you don't want to leave it on the pan for too long, just for like a minute or 2, because the water starts to release and then your zoodles are going to get really soggy, and it's not good. And also the flavor just gets watered out. So now the timer on the halogen oven rang, so I'm going to check my meatballs. The fat has been all released, as you can see. Now I'm just going to flip them over so that the other side can cook a little bit, just get a little brown. The meatballs are basically cooked already. I'm just going to put it on for another 15 minutes at the same temperature. Then after they're done, I just plop them into the sauce and mix them all up. And finally, you just plate it. It's such a simple recipe. Just put down your noodles or zoodles, however you want to call them. Put some meatballs. I only ate 3 of them, and then I saved the rest of them for another day. And then I topped it with some grated Parmesan. But yeah, it's such a simple recipe. It's so easy to make. It's so fast. And of course, it tastes delicious, and it's keto. Come on. Like, how can you get any better than this? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Go try out the recipe. Comment if you liked it. Leave suggestions, like, and please subscribe. See you next time.